Hello, Jenna. This is for you. This is a core workout. I'm going to have you start on the floor. I'm going to do a couple of things with a ball too, so a big stability ball. So I'll pause and then get a ball, and we'll do a couple things too. So this you can do any day that you want. You can do it at home if you have a stability ball. If you don't, you can do it at the gym, right? I also will do something with a small weight, but you can use probably anything up to, maybe a 10-pounder. I just have a small weight here for a couple different exercises too. So I'm going to give you a little series. All right. So I'm going to start out with a little bit of Pilates, and I'm going to start out with what we call a roll up. So you're just going to lie on your back, and hopefully you'll be able to see me all the way down. Your arms are overhead. And what you're going to do is you're going to inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to come up, reach up towards the ceiling, all the way up, and reach all the way over and touch your toes. Lift up, tuck down, roll all the way down, and arms go way overhead. So it's inhale, lift up, tuck up, reach out, up, and down. Reach up, and reach, and up, and down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 10 of them, and then, so you can follow along. You can actually do this as I talk through it, or you can just write down the exercises and then use them. So whatever you'd like to do, okay? As you do this, you want to think about exhaling on the way up. So it's exhale, lift up, and then reach. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale, exhale up. Reach over. Inhale, exhale down. Release. Inhale, exhale up. Reach over and down. I think we got about one more. I'm not sure. That's okay though, right? Reach out. You can do anywhere from 10 to 15 and release down. The next thing is called a single leg stretch. So one leg is in, the other leg is out. You're going to pull the knee in, hold the shoulders and head up. If you feel this on the neck, what you can do is just rest the head down, or you can place one hand behind the neck. The key is to keep the shoulders down, not hunch them up and drive them up. Relax the shoulders, release the head. So you don't want to jam the head in towards the chest. You want to kind of be looking up towards the ceiling and try to relax. So one leg is up about a foot off the ground, the other leg is in, and you're just going to switch legs. It's just an extension out, and you're just breathing. So it's in, just pulling the knee in, extending the other leg. The abdominals and the core are really tight as you do this, so think about pulling in nice and tight. And as you're finishing out your 10, let's do 3, 2, and 1, and then you're going to take the hands behind the head, elbows nice and wide, cross over to opposite elbow, more towards the ceiling. Don't worry about touching, and just rotate through the shoulders. So this is called a crisscross. So the elbows are kind of going towards the ceiling. You should feel this in your core, right? In your abdominals, and you're just crossing, 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 crossing. Elbows are high. What you don't want to do is pull the elbows in tight, so it's out wide, 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 wide. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And relax down. Relax your head down. Bring your legs straight up. Okay. Now this one is going to be a small reverse curl. So what I'd like you to do is arms are coming down to the side. You're going to lift the hips up and down. So you're pulling in through the abdominals, the lower part of the abdominals. Try not to jam the arms down. Okay. So you're relaxing and lifting through the hips. Lift and lower. So this is a reverse curl, right? Exhaling as you lift. Up, up. If you feel like you're pushing too hard, palms up, makes it a little bit harder, right? You can also bring the hands behind the head and add a little bit of a lift from the shoulder. We're not lifting in, just holding the shoulders up. That's fine too. You'll feel that kick in just a little bit more. One more. Actually, again, release. Good. Now the last one here, one leg is straight down, the other leg is up. This is called a straight leg pump. So the legs are straight, pump twice, bottom leg, switch legs, pump twice. So it's pump, 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 pump. Shoulders lifted, head's looking right at the legs, abs are tight, shoulders are lifted again. And you're just keeping that nice and strong. That pump down, the stomach muscles are actually resisting it. So you can feel the stomach muscles kind of tighten up as you press through that, right? So push, 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 push. 4, breathe, and 1, good. And relax, both knees come in. And the last one, while you're down here on the ground, slide myself just a little bit, arms are up by your sides. You're gonna drop both knees down to one side, extend the top leg, and pull back to the center. This is a little bit more difficult. I don't know if I have enough room on this side. Drop down to the other side, extend the top leg over, abdominals pull in, exhale, and up. The key here is to really use the abs to pull the belly back in. You'll see my stomach actually kind of suck in as I come back forward. So inhale, the legs go out, and then exhale. Exhale, I'm going to pull the stomach back in and really use the stomach muscles to come back. So I can feel that on the side we're going down. So on the oblique on the right side, I'm going to feel that on the right oblique. On the left side, I'm going to feel it on the left oblique. Think about maybe pulling in as if you were zipping up a pair of pants, okay? Like you were pulling in to zip up a pair of pants on this one, okay? One more. Good. Pull the knees in. Always good to stretch that back out a little bit after, okay? A couple of exercises I want to show you for your back. So I'm going to have you flip over onto your stomach, okay? So for your back, to help strengthen your back, there's a couple different exercises we can do here. Arms straight out. What I'm going to have you do is lift the right leg and the left arm, and then release, and then switch. So this is your opposite arm, opposite leg. And what this does is it just contracts through the glutes. You'll feel it through the glutes as well. But we're strengthening the back a little bit, and that's really important for you with what's going on with your back. Okay, we want to try to strengthen the back a little bit. One more. Good, and relax. Hands to the shoulders, come all the way back, stretch all the way back so you're stretching the back out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the ball over here. So I have a red ball, okay? I'm going to turn this up just a little bit so you see this, but you want to be able to see it all. So the first exercise is, these might take a little bit of time, okay? The first exercise is actually a push-up right off the top of the ball. The closer you are to the ball, the easier this is. So you're here, and you're just doing a push-up. And believe it or not, this is going to help through the core, right? Keeping you tight. My shirt's going to fall right down on me. Okay? So that's one. And I'll tuck my shirt in a bit. And then the next one is a knee tuck. Now, this might take a little bit of practice. Okay? Your legs are on the ball. Like so. You can see I'm in a straight line. I'm going to pull the ball in and push the ball out. I'm trying not to do this with my hip. Trying to keep my hip as low as I can as I tuck the ball in. Okay, so that's another one. Awesome. And then last is called a log roll. This one's another one that takes a little bit of practice. Took me a little bit of practice. But you're more on it with your hips. So you're here. And what you're going to do, your feet are together. You're going to roll up, up. So you're rolling through the ball, right side, left side. So my hips are turning up. And that's hitting all of the obliques. Okay? This is a makeshift home video, right? All right. And then there's two more exercises I want to show you. One is called an ABC squat. So it looks like this. Your feet, it's going to roll back at me. Feet about shoulder width apart. You can hold up to, say, a 10-pound weight. You're going to push straight out, come back in. When you squat again, you're pushing to one side and up, center, up to the other side and up. Okay? I'm going to do a set because I need them. But for core, this kicks in the core, right? Couple more. And what I want to do now is what we call a ripper. So you're going to hold on to the weight with both hands. Step your right foot in front of your left, holding onto the weight, bend both knees, abs nice and tight, and you're really quickly going to cross over to the right. Your abs are nice and tight. You can use a medicine ball here if they have one at the gym. You're going to do about 20, 30 reps. So abs are tight. You're pulling your stomach muscles in. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you're going to switch. Same thing on the other side. So it's quick, it's tight, the abs are in nice and tight. You're breathing. You can hear me breathing, right? Because it takes a little bit of work. Keeping the abs nice and tight as you go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the last thing I want to do for you is to do a couple of planks. So I'm going to show you a couple of ways that planks are done wrong. So hopefully you'll get a little bit more out of your planks, okay? So your plank, you can do a plank up here. The biggest thing that I see go wrong with planks is either the hips are up or the hips are down. Either of those positions are going to put a lot of stress. Well, the drop of the hip is going to put a lot of stress on the back. So what you want to do is you want to be down on your forearms if you can. So you're here. Straight back, abs nice and tight. If your back, lower back starts to bother you, you hinge your hips up a little bit. But you want to stay as straight as possible here. What happens is this. There's a dropout. As soon as there's a dropout, lower back's going to kick in. You're not going to feel it in your abs at all. So you've got to be straight. And you can hold that for anywhere up to about a minute. You can also do a side plank. Your feet are here and up. And you'll see I'm a nice straight line. That's the key here on this one, is to stay in a nice straight line. If this is hard, you can place your hand here to support. Make sure the shoulder is right under the elbow. And then you can switch sides. I'm not sure how long I'm doing them. Doesn't matter, right? Here, lift, and up. So again, you don't want to be too far forward or too far back. You want to stay nice and tall and lift it just like so. I'll hold it for just a little bit longer. But you can do a series of front plank, side plank, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, right? And you do 2 or 3 rounds of that. And then I just thought of something that I was talking to you about last night. You're here, right? Plank. So you're in a plank position this way. This is called a ball punch. It's a great exercise for the core. Kicks the core in right away. Okay, so just a quick little punch of the arms. It's small. You can go side to side. Woo. And you'll feel the core engage really quickly. So if you have a ball, you can use that. So hopefully that gives you a few different exercises that you can use for your core. You can use them, just the floor exercises that we did at the beginning with the planks, or you can use the ball with the weight and or a med ball to do some of the stand-up exercises. So have some fun with it, and hopefully this helps. And good to talk to you yesterday, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, Jenna.